Getting to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From his end zone is K.J. Hill. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. He's at the 50. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, LA! Austin Ekeler, 77 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. First carry for Najee Harris. Into the secondary, past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Herbert on first down now. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
To throw again on second down. Herbert. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. But Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter, but What's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year one, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Herbert now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Buddy Johnson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Running on first down, Eckler. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 101 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him. It was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Eckler. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, it's Harris. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They run for it with Harris, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He can't get him down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 113 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Short little throw to Ebron. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
A good pickup there, a 22. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, Haskins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Flush to his right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 7. Now it's Haskins. Forced out to his left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Here's Haskins to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he goes out right around the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They run the counter. Harris. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Haskins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback?
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Second down and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now Haskins, a pop pass to his wideout. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Haskins now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. He finds his target, Ebron, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 132 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Harris. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Haskins. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. On the give, this is Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Harris. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Play action. Haskins sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. Here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 31. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Herbert. Flushed out right. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Haskins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Haskins to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Joe Schobert, number 4 in the NFL in tackles last year, in to make the stop. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Chargers, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.